Hey guys, if you have any interest in a waterfront property where you can have 4 boats, maybe even more, you got 4 wet slips, 1 with a boat lift, and 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, split level house right here on the Sound, this is the house for you. We're at 411 Cobia today. This is Yvonne West listing. Thank you so much for allowing me to tour the property and share it with all of my viewers. Absolutely love getting to share unique properties. I'm gonna spin you around. I'm gonna show you this view and everything about it, and then we're gonna go check out the inside of the house. We get some drone footage today too, huh? All right, check this out. Who would not want to wake up and enjoy their evening to this? We've got Brooks Bridge over here. And today we're a bit farther from Panama City Beach than I typically go, but this was such a great opportunity. I just couldn't pass it up. Check this out. We got some seagull friends. Hi guys. Don't let them fool you. They're cute, but they will poop on you. This is so great because out here you see so many dolphins and you're super close to everything. So we've got Brooks Bridge over here, and if we cross over, this is going to be the mainland over here. So you're looking at Fort Walton Beach and Mary Esther along this way. And then we cross the bridge, we're on Okaloosa Island. And then if we continue heading east, we're going to get into Destin and everything that's to the east over there. But just right here on this side of the bridge, you've got all kinds of restaurants. So if you're the type to not like to cook, or maybe you want to short-term rent out a property and have your guests be able to get to restaurants super quickly, this is fantastic because you're super close distance. One of the things that I love about properties that have boat slips and docks is if you have other friends that have boats, they can pick you up over here and you guys can just go, or they can just come by for dinner. And it's so much cooler to be like, oh, I'm heading over to my friend's house, and you take the boat instead of a car. I don't know, maybe that's just a Florida thing, but I always loved that whenever I was living waterfront. It was just like the coolest thing. So I'm gonna show you the back side of the house. Sorry guys, I've got some super bad allergies today. It's freezing outside. I don't know if you noticed, I'll flip it back around. It's cold, like I'm freezing, my hands are cold, I'm sniffling, it's ridiculous. It's probably like 65 degrees out. I'm just kidding, I think it's like 59, 60, but I know some of y'all are still laughing at that. Anyways, let me show you the rest of the exterior of the house and then we'll go check out the interior. Something super cool about this house, I do want to show you this back deck though real quick. One of the things that I really like about this property is how it does have a fence all the way around it. So if you have a dog, you can still let them into the yard, if you will, and have them still have a all the way around perimeter locked up. So I don't know about y'all, but I have a big dog. I have a Dutch Shepherd, and I definitely cannot just like let him out in an open yard. So I had my backyard fenced in. It's really hard to just let a dog out and not have to walk them if you don't have a yard. So the fact that you have this gate here and you can close off the entire yard like that means that even though you're living on the water, you can still just let your dog out and they can go do their business without you having to walk them. Tons of parking here. We've got pavers that go all the way around, and that's one entry. We've got 3. So you've got one entryway here, and then we have the actual garage. So I guess 4 actually. We've got another one around the side, and then the one from the deck. So lots of ingress, egress points, lots of parking spaces. It's a great spot for a boat here. We got mine and Mongo's vehicles here. He's helping me out today. If you guys aren't familiar with it, we have a sister channel, Life on the Emerald Coast, where Mongo and I do videos together, and I am a lot funnier when there's someone else around as opposed to just, you know, showing my personality solo. So if you want a good laugh, go check out Life on the Emerald Coast. So here on this first level, we're gonna have the garage and the laundry room. So this would be your laundry room. You've got your vent here for your dryer and your water for your washer and dryer, or the water for your washer. And then we come around here and you've got the garage. Oh, with automatic lights, that's nice. Already epoxied the floor, and for super convenience, you've got a full bathroom here too. This place is like, I feel like this house is like a fisherman's dream. Here you've got plenty of space for a boat. It is a single car garage, but it's pretty deep. And then you also have your air handler and your water heater down here. Super accessible, but not super loud in the house, which is very, very nice. Something else that I really like about this property is the fact that there's no HOA. So if you wanted to short-term rent out this property, you could, and without having that additional fee breaking into your profit margins. Always nice to make more money on something that you own. Oh, sorry you guys, I know I like looking miserable today, sounding miserable. All right, here we have the main floor. This is where we're gonna have the kitchen, obviously, and dining room and living room. And then all the bedrooms are gonna be upstairs. This kitchen is actually a really great size. We've got lots of cabinet space and countertops. So you could easily throw an island here in the middle. You've got gas here, which is great. And we've got these 5 burners here, gas stove. Absolutely love that. And of course, this view, which is absolutely lovely. I don't know if you guys have ever lived on the water before, but there's definitely a difference between living on the Gulf or living on the Sound. I feel like you actually see a whole lot more action on the Sound. You're gonna see boats going by, you're gonna see dolphins going by, stingrays in the shallower areas. There's just so much more life. Whereas on the Gulf, you're not gonna see quite as much. You're still gonna see some stuff, and yeah, you have that super big expanse that's absolutely beautiful. But here you're also a bit more protected. So this is the Sound. And then I should have pointed to it, but whenever I was in the driveway, if you were to just look across, you're like a 2-minute walk to the beach. So you have like the best of all the worlds right here, since we're right on the Sound, and then a 2-minute walk to the beach. Absolutely fantastic. There is something so healing about being on the water, just being able to view the water. It's very similar to, which is weird, but very similar to being able to just sit by a fire. Like the ambiance is just very, very healing. I urge you to try it. On with the tour. So this would be your living area, of course, and then this would be kind of your dining nook. And the whole time you have this amazing view, and just knowing that it's there, there's just something super duper great about it. Here we have that other entryway that I pointed at whenever we were outside. And then we have all the bedrooms upstairs. We've got this kind of reclaimed wood look tile. What's really cool about this is that this isn't a full second story. This is a split level, so there aren't that many stairs to get up here to the bedrooms. Here's one of the bedrooms. I love that there's no carpet, especially being right here on the water. There's so much potential for moisture. You really wouldn't want carpet anywhere. Like you're always gonna be on the water if you live here. You got a full bathroom here. And then your master, which is absolutely huge. This would make for such a great little seating area, or like a Bible reading nook. I don't know about y'all, but I have always wanted like this Bible reading nook in my house, and I haven't figured out yet how to do it. I don't want to I'll read in my bed or on the couch or something like that, but I think it would be really cool to have just like a little seating area where it's like, yeah, this is where I sit down and I read my Bible. Anyways, we've got 3 closets here. 1, 2, 3, hers. His somewhere out there. I'm just kidding, y'all are important. I just like to joke. There we go. All right, So, actually, give me just a second. Sorry about that, y'all. My allergies got the best of me there for a second. So, this property is going for $1.499 million. So basically 1.5 million. We're at somewhere around 1,850 square feet for the entire property. The garage is not going to count in that square footage. We've got 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and then what is it, like 107, I want to say, feet of linear waterfront property, plus 4 wet slips and the boat lift for this property, and then the huge deck right here. So we're kind of a little bit on the higher end for the listings in this area, but still within the range. You've got a 50-year metal roof on top, and then the HVAC, I want to say, was from 2022. This property could be short-term rented. Here's the thing, they're not making more waterfront land, right? So these values, they can only continue to go up. Everyone's like, oh, well, there's got to be a bubble and they can't go up any further. Well, talk to people from, that were buying back in the 1980s. So everything goes up. It just always does. Prices always go up. Our norms, just change. Just is what it is. So, yeah, we are kind of at the top end. That being said, I'm just like walking around while I talk to you guys. I can't help it. I feel like if I walk, my nose won't run as much. It's so cold. So the interest rates have been coming down ever so slightly for the past couple of months. And now we're hearing that we should see another decrease in the interest rate come December 10th. That's going to be super beneficial for anyone that is trying to purchase using financing. Obviously, if you're paying cash, not so much a concern to you. Something that would be a concern to you, regardless whether you're paying cash or financing, is going to be insurance. When you're waterfront like this, there's a higher potential to need flood insurance. If you're going to require flood insurance, you're basically doubling your premium for your homeowner's insurance, because you're going to have one plan for your homeowners and then a second plan for your flood. So like I said, it's going to double that premium. Also, your taxes are about 0.75 to 1%, so 0.75% to 1% of the purchase price. So you're at 1.5. I need a calculator to do math, but there you go. You can run those numbers real quick. If you actually wanted some kind of projections done as far as what I would anticipate your closing costs and monthly payment to be, I'm absolutely happy to answer those questions for you. I have a spreadsheet that I built out for that with a built-in calculator. I know, macros, they're the coolest thing. Who'd have thunk it? I just can't do it all in my brain. That being said, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm AJ Baduke, your trusted local real estate agent here in the 30A area, handling everything from Pensacola to Panama City Beach and everywhere in between. And all my contact information is on the screen. And I do want to say a quick thank you to Damien and Debbie for stopping me earlier. I was shooting this video actually with Mongo, and all of a sudden this car comes by and the window's down, just like, hey, I know you. And I was like, I look over, she's like, I've seen you on the TV. And I look over, and then her husband's like, that's the guy. So they recognized me in Mongo, and it was the coolest thing. I always tell you guys, like, if you see me out and about, absolutely, please come and say hello. We took a selfie together. Super cool. We get as much of a kick out of it and as much joy out of it as you guys do. So absolutely, when you see us in public, grab a selfie, tag us. It's the coolest feeling in the world. Also, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you get notified every time I do another video. I promise I'm not always like this. It's just, we just had that weather change. We've had 2 weather changes and it's crazy. We were down in like the 30s and then we were up in the 70s and now we're down in the 50s and 60s. Our bodies are not made for this. This is Florida, not Michigan. So crazy. Sorry, nothing against you, Michigan. I just don't like snow. But this is a property. Let me talk to you about hurricanes, because we are waterfront here. Like I said, we're waterfront right here on the Sound, and then right across the street over here, we've got the Gulf. So absolutely, you're in the danger zone. I hope you guys watch Archer, which is hilarious. Not very Christian, but can be comical. Anyways, hurricanes, yes, they absolutely happen, but thankfully they're on Florida time, just like we are. So they're like, hey bro, I'm gonna be there in about a week and just prep for me, okay? Don't know how long I'm staying or what I'm gonna bring with me, but I'll knock on your door in about a week. as opposed to a earthquake or like tsunamis like they were just dealing with, oh my gosh, earthquake or tornado that give you no warning. They're just like bam, 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 we're here, and shaking the entire house, and you gotta grab hold of something. There's no time to prepare for it. You just hope that you weren't in the middle of, you know, putting flowers in a vase or something that now it's just gonna break everywhere because you haven't Velcroed it to the wall yet. But hurricanes, they let us know they're coming, so we can prep the entire house. And I would absolutely do that, living on the water and being on the island. This island has been through a couple traumatic hurricanes, but this house was built in 1974 and it's still here. So definitely a tough little house, well built, hurricane impact windows, metal roof. It's already got the air condenser outside is up on a pallet, so it's up high enough so that if the water did rise up above the yard, it's not going to get to that air condenser, which is great. But I would still highly, highly recommend prep the house and then just go to an Airbnb somewhere not on the island, because this is going to be the first line, right, that gets hit. You're going to be like the second row of houses back, but right across the street is the Gulf, and that's where the hurricane is pretty much going to come from. So you're going to hit it, and then it's going to slow down here. It's probably going to continue slowing down on the sound, and it's going to hit land again over there. So you're the first line of defense, which means you're going to take that impact pretty hard if you were to live here on the island. I would still do it. I lived on the water just on the opposite side, not on the island, and it was the best, like the absolute best. Like working from my home office, watching dolphins go by, and then taking breaks to just go sit at the end of the dock and just pray. Just an amazing, amazing life. So yes, hurricanes are scary, and that's why you have insurance. And I definitely had an insurance claim. They did pay out. It was dramatic, but anytime you deal with something like that, it's dramatic, but it only happens once in a while, whereas you get to wake up and go to bed with this view every single morning and night. So yes, there is some drama that can occur with hurricanes, but your day-to-day life is so positive that those once in 10-year situations, if that, really don't blow all of that good stuff out of the water. If you guys have been watching this video and you're trying to get some sleep and this didn't quite make you tired enough and you need to watch another one, you can go over here. I'll have my editor put another video link over there, and you can watch another one. Or like I was telling you about earlier, we do have our sister channel, Life on the Emerald Coast, which has a bit more humor to it, a little bit less formal and enjoyable. So you can go and watch us over there. Otherwise, I will see y'all at the next one. Bye, y'all.